I'm back, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy.
Beta's convinced we won't be able to capture Hephaestus. With that attitude, do you really think she'll be able to build the rig and pulse generators?
It may take some coaxing, but with some assistance I am confident she will.
I don't get her, Gaia. She's so quick to assume we'll fail. She's nothing like what I thought she'd be. I guess it'll be best if she stays here when we go to Gemini. All this data I've picked up in ancient bunkers and ruins. I guess I never really thought that other people would be looking at it.
Based on my observations, your companions engage quite frequently with this material. Erend has asked on numerous occasions about birthday parties. He appears perplexed by the tradition of serving a sweet confection, as it conflicts with the Oseram tradition of serving sparkling stout ale. He also suggested we host a party for you, as a surprise.
Yeah, no thanks.
That is what I predicted.
Is Kotallo getting along with everyone?
Yes, though he prefers to spend most of the time alone. He appears to be collating data on war machine progression and significant battles during the Pharaoh Plague, to aid in the creation of a war map of Operation Enduring Victory. I believe he aims to study the tactics of Old World.
I'd be interested in seeing.
It appears to be a private. He has repeatedly...
So now that you have Aether, Demeter, and Poseidon, how's the biosphere looking?
In the local region, conditions have improved. Superstorms have subsided. Water sources have been purified, and soil conditions remediated. These improvements will stave off environmental collapse for a few additional months.
Well, with luck, soon you'll have then you'll be able to fix the
Correct. Reverse the environment.
So our plan to capture...
As you wish. We now know that Hephaestus will not respond, which is why you will need to procure...
Right. From his
While you are gone, I will assist Beta in... When we get to Gemini, I will need... The second core is for Hephaestus.
And then you'll be able to absorb it.
Not quite. You will need...
How long will that take?
There are
And during that time, the others will create a distraction.
Correct. They will eat. The energy surge should mask our activities until the...
And then we'll have everything we need to... There's something I've been... How could Ted Faro create a clear... Elizabeth made sure he wouldn't interfere with the project.
It is plausible he tasked his to the Zero Dawn system. My predecessor did not even know of its existence until he activated it. It is, in effect, a blind spot. And fortunately, we know where Omega...
Right. Somewhere in San Francisco. I found some data in one of the rooms you unlocked. It mentioned that there are still functional seed banks beneath this facility. Why is it there?
My predecessor was tasked with reconstituting the biosphere with primary, and had everything gone according to been able to introduce tertiary species, including new crops.
Can we access them now?
Unfortunately, it will have to in order to act.
And for that we need Hephaestus. So the facility where I recovered Demeter used to be a Pharaoh agricultural research facility. It's where they created the biomass conversion system, but also, did Elizabeth know that...
It is likely she was briefed, though her focus was to...
That makes sense. But if they've been able to deploy it...
Using the data you recovered on the project, I ran several simulations, and have concluded in all scenarios deactivate the wreaths before they could contain the swarm.
So Zero Dawn really was the only solution. There was a lot of data in the greenhouse facility about agriculture. Do you think it'll help the Quen fix their homeland?
I will run a query. Complete. The data contains information about novel crop production.
But new crops aren't going to save the world.
It is.
So Gemini has 2 data cores. I've never seen a cauldron like that. But you mentioned something about seismic activity?
When my predecessor, construction was disrupted. The data core had already been, so she began. A second core was built.
Lucky for us. Are the Quake...
No, though they did all...
The Zeniths. Beta said they were some of them. I think Elizabeth knew one of them.
No. If she knew this Tilda, what we can conclude is that the Zeniths are to protect.
Have you been able to make use of Demeter's functions?
Yes. You should notice less rampant.
Maybe that'll give Plainsong's feet.
Unfortunately, recovery in that area... I have discussed this matter with Zoe.
Yeah. There's something I'm still trying to figure out. Why was Demeter using flying machines to distribute metal flowers?
In its deranged state, Demeter was defending itself against...
It thought the Pharaoh Plague was still happening?
It feared it would come again. It sought to protect plant life, and considering it had 20 years to proliferate, I expect you will continue.
That's a good thing I have the code to dissolve. I should be go.
Goodbye, Aloy.
I'm quite certain that it's a unique situation.
I know that. But if there were 2 of me walking around...
I'd run for the hills and never look back.
Come on, I'm being serious.
So am I.
What's this I hear about you going west?
Turns out we need one last thing before we can grab Hephaestus.
Because it would have been too easy otherwise.
You've been looking at any interesting data?
I asked Gaia to find me something to look at a while back. And she found the mother of all forges. They called it sports. Turns out the old ones spent a lot of time tackling... Are you mixing some solid food and fresh air?
How are things with Kotallo? You still scared of him?
Oh, she thinks she... Actually, I had to fill in most of the... But I'm still alive.
Glad to hear it.
I think I know. Gaia mentioned this other tribe you found, the Quen. They sound like a nasty bunch.
I can handle them. In the meantime...
Take care of yourself.
I'm sorry, Aloy. After...
Well, no one said this was gonna...
You sure you don't want any...
They think I'm Sobek, or something like that. They won't hurt me, but I doubt...
If you say so. Let me...
You better not be slacking off on your studies while I'm gone.
And risk Zoe coming after me? I value my life. In fact, I've been reading about how he destroyed the world and
He definitely was a piece of... Well, Beta and Gaia built the rig. Can you get every...
Of course.
What is it?
Nothing. It's just that... everything's about to change. We'll get Gaia, and she'll help us set things right. No more Zeniths, no more derangement. It'll be a different world. I welcome it, but... I wonder how the Nora will...
Let's just focus on...
You're right.
If I get Omega clearance, and then we grab Hephaestus, we might finally have the advantage over the Zeniths.
Can't wait to see their faces as they stare down a bunch of charging Thunderjaws.
Better them than us. I'll be in touch.
I'll make sure...
Good.
Aloy, I hear you're...
Do you know anything about the area?
Only hearsay. They call it the Isle of Spires. It is said the Old Ones built towers so they could live far away from the earth that bore them. As if they didn't want to be reminded that they'd...
Sounds like something Ted Faro would do. How much have you read on
Enough to wonder how a man who worked could let greed and pride condemn it so easily. For one's spirit to diminish in such a way, I'm not sure if I should hate...
You and Varl doing okay?
We're doing fine. Although I admit it'd be nice to... But then who'd look after Erend?
There's always Kotallo.
Leave a loud Oseram with a Broodington. What could go wrong?
What's everyone been up to?
I've been trying to share some. Thought it might help her feel more at home. Maybe even get her to sleep up here instead of in that dark basement. She would not be moved.
I appreciate...
Patience reaps the best harvest.
Any progress with your plan?
It is. Gaia warned me that because the land gods are... The code must be delivered to all of them. Most are in Plainsong, but in recent years, 3 of them wandered off. So, T, and Do.
We have to find them?
No. We know where they are. So, wandered into a lake and sank, and T broke down amidst a herd of...
Okay. Tell you what. You go to Plainsong, handle all the land gods there. I'll take care of So, T, and Do. I'll need their locations, plus the reboot code.
I'm sending the data to you now. My people made shrines near where each land... When you see them, and once again...
We're not gonna let your people starve, Zo. I promise. Well, I should get going. After that...
We'll be ready.
Got a minute?
As many as you need.
I have to travel beyond the western coast.
To the ruins, shrouded in fog.
Yes. And I'm looking for a trop. They said they came from across the Great Ocean. I was hoping that Tenakth...
There were rumors of... Hekarro sent out a patrol or two, but... We've had more pressing concerns.
It's okay.
It's...
Found anything interesting?
Gaia told me where to find data on how war... I knew the Ten fought against machines, much as we do now. But it seems they were among the last of their kind. Later, machines battled other machines on behalf of greedy leaders, as they vied. At least the Tenakth have the courage to put their life...
There is nobility in that.
Yes, of course.
What do Tenakth do to...
We play strike. Your Oseram friend, although he has yet to beat me. It helps one think strategically.
Somehow that's still some... You said there was...
I've been speaking. She mentioned that the Zeniths bind metal with flesh to make themselves stronger. I was wondering if you'd help me do the same.
You want to make yourself a new arm?
Yes. Gaia insists she can help me build such a thing if I can get the necessary data and materials. She believes these things lie in the place where Beta hid from the Zeniths.
Their ancient research.
I am not as familiar.
It might be dangerous. We were lucky to get out of there alive.
I see.
It sounds like this is worth...
By the 10, we shall see it through.
I should get going.
Should you...
I know who to call. I'll call you when I'm near the Zenith lab. We'll get what you need for that new arm of yours.
Thank you, Aloy.
Pizza? Apparently it tastes worse the longer it takes to be delivered. Or something like that.
Maybe you can find the recipe?
I think it was just flat bread with cheese and some sauce.
I like it already.
It's you. Hi. What do you want to know? So do you have everything you... Gaia sent me the schematics. The designs are... modest. Without the capabilities of Hephaestus, not that it matters, without a mega clearance. I'll find it. That's... good.
And dirt. Don't forget all that dirt we had to bring in.
If we're going to go around trying to protect life, we should have more of it around.
I think it looks nice.
Aloy, it's a long way to the coast. If you need to resupply en route, I suggest stopping in Fall's Edge. It's a lowland clan village southwest of the Grove, in the heart of the jungle.
Got it. Thanks for the advice. Ready to glide in?
I see you, champion. Sit, please. A squad of young ones recently returned to Scalding Spear, our main settlement just west of here. Apparently they lost a soldier to machines during a training mission in No Man's Land. Just goes to show that the wilds can be just as dangerous to the east as they are here. Be careful out there.
Will do. I get the feeling that I'm a Sakura squad. I should check up on her when I can. This must be Fall's Edge. Katala said I could resupply here, then head for the Quen Ferry.
So I asked the chaplain the other day, how did the camp fly?
give you any trouble out there?
Carl's out.
When danger's on the way, remember to use them. The right remedy can save a life.
Okay. Falls Edge behind me. Just gotta head west until I reach the coast.
You
And the Quinn Ferry.
come and trade. You know where I am. Will you buy or sell?
Remember the tent.
Train orders. Fight. Maybe I was wrong.
Only drawn blades can end this
Defended the
rebellion.
coup. Thank you to you. May the day bring you victory.
Cauldron's doing her all right. One of the Cyclops drones. I could reconnect it with the dome back in the base if I grab its data. Frost will hurt it. Maybe I can climb something to jump onto the drone. Felt a jolt in my bones. Going down! You're mine! Got it! I'm gonna get the data from the drone. Got it. Now I just have to take it back to base.
find truth. You say to call.
Easy.
Get down from there. You earned our trust. Lady's life.
But you should know that I got some.
Maybe I was
Am I
wrong.
back?
Well, good thing I have.
I want Mother. Shh. She'll be back. Rest now. Keep an eye on her.
Is she sick?
It's Aloy, isn't it? Walk with me. I am Ateka, commander of the Lowland clan. The girl, Zella, was poisoned by the blood choke. For months, it has polluted our waters, depriving us of food and clean drink. We've learned to live with it as best we can. But recently, without explanation, the filth cleared from much of the lowland. Yet one river still runs red, like a split vein from a rotted corpse.
So the water here is still poisoned?
Exactly. I sent my best squad to find its source, led by Zella's mother. They failed to report back. Hekarro told me how you dropped part of the throne on Regalla at the Cool Route. Saved his life. So lend me your strength. Together we can find my squad and the source of the poison.
Sounds like you know Hekarro pretty well.
He was my commander before he was my chief. I had served in his squad since we were bare-armed youths. Back then, he was a merciless warlord, determined to destroy any enemy of the Lowland clan. I was with him the day he took the Grove. Stood guard outside as he claimed the throne within. He entered a conqueror, but returned with the ambition of ending the constant bloodshed between the clans.
Because you saw Faraday's message.
Yes. That vision changed him, gave him new purpose. He became our first chief, ruler of all Tenakth, and dedicated the tribe to fighting machines instead of each other.
If you're so close with Hekarro, why aren't you a marshal?
I wanted to serve as one, but Hekarro needed someone he could trust to lead his former clan. Maintaining control of the desert and sky clans is difficult enough for him. But the title wasn't handed to me. I fought for the honor, as our rights demand. 5 days of scars and blood. By the last sunset, I stood alone. The new commander. Close to 20 years have passed since.
This blood choke. Is that what you call the red algae?
Yes. A couple years ago, it was only a thin streak of red in the river. It grew over time, until it was a constant poison. It sickens those who drink the polluted water, kill the fish. But a while ago, because of it, my people...
I'll help you find your
Good. The longer the blood... We'll follow the red. Might be able to pick up some...
Actually, I have something...
Very well. Follow it.
Okay.
You can rest your feet.
Maybe even catching some fights in the arena. Come on. That settles it then.
You up for a game of strike later?
It's okay. But you should know that
Right. Your loss. Without honor. There can be no victory. We walk in strength. Gala attacked the Cold Route, and an outsider retreated.
There's a Nora warrior everyone's talking about.
If Regalla can be challenged by an outlander,
Going down.
If you walk by, you'll miss out on a good trade.
Maybe even catching some fights in the arena. Come on.
You'll want to talk to me, champion. I assure you.
Yeah. The next time I'm on leave, I'm heading to the road to see for myself.
You know, I kind of thought she was all made up for the game. Guess I was wrong. I mean...
Welcome, Outlander.
Maybe they bring you Richard.
That's her. Stronger to be out. Walk among us. Be welcome.
Good day.
Sharp blade to your enemies.
Plainsong honors your name.
Outlander, will you trade with me? Not?
choice of armor. The next time I'm on leave, I'm heading to the boat.
You shouldn't miss this chance to trade.
Everything that happened, I feel like I need to know. For the town, I'll go and do that.
Your courage serves you well. May your blade.
Welcome. All blades against Regal.
We must all unite to stop Regala.
Bodies of the fallen are bagged and tagged with water.
Needless tricks. Show us,
Wings holding up?
Walking French.
Good day, champion.
Outlander.
Hold on. Your blade be bright.
All right. Looks like a good plan. Leaders. Place to rest.